Sometimes I hear what people are saying, and I just don't get it. Like, these people that are critical of Andrew Luck is second in the NFL in touchdown passes. Outside of T.Y. Hilton, who's healthy about every other week, he's got nothing to work with. I mean, I know the GM of the Colts. They know they got to get Andrew Luck more weapons. And they've done a good job to draft that offensive line. Offensive line finally looks like it's somewhat settled here. They've done a good job on that. Still needs more work. But that defense is young. They got 18 guys every week on the IR. How Andrew Luck is second in the NFL. Oh, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has Andy Reid, veteran coach, Tyreek Hill, Kareem Hunt, Travis Kelce, and a defense that gives them the ball back a lot, because they, can't stop anybody. So, I mean, you look at Kansas City, of course. You look at the Rams. You look at the Saints. You can see teams that are scoring, and you go, well, of course they're scoring. Of course the Saints are scoring. Of course Atlanta can score. Of course, Kansas City. You look at the Chargers. Melvin Gordon didn't play, but you have Phillip Rivers. You have three good receivers. I mean, they got players. They got players with the LA Chargers and the Rams. But how Andrew Luck is second in the NFL in touchdown passes, why are you still doubting him? Why doesn't everybody get how good this kid is? God, just when they get him some weapons, I'll say it again. I'm not a big believer in paying running back $16 million a year. Le'Veon Bell to the Colts makes a lot of sense. He doesn't get hurt. You can get 200 carries. You can get 75 catches. Man, you put Le'Veon Bell with the Colts and Andrew Luck, he's going to set records. He will have a record-setting season. The other thing I noticed this weekend is, listen, some of these teams, Kansas City's a blast to watch, and New Orleans is a blast to watch, and the Rams are a blast to watch. And everybody is up there in their bikinis with their abs on their paddle boards, and they're playing beach volleyball, and they're splashing around. But you know what's underneath the surface. You know what's underneath the surface. All those teams are going to need a bigger boat, because I'm watching New England. 38 points, 38 points, 43 points, 38 points. And you can see that fin coming out of the water, and it's got a 12 on it. Here we go again in October. No Gronk, no problem. Sony Michel hurt, no problem. In Chicago, no problem. Bears dominating defense, no problem. And I'll say another thing. Josh Gordon for New England. And again, I'm wrong on this so far. I said, don't count on him. People tell you who they are. Believe them. But if the Josh Gordon thing works, there is no question. This is a dimension that Tom Brady has not had since Randy Moss. Tom's always had the backs. Tom's always had a good O-line. Tom's always had a good tight end. Tom's had good slot receivers. But if Josh Gordon can be a go-to dynamic threat that can make people miss tackles, watch out. By the way, my staff disagrees with me. Can we show the Hail Mary play sound up? Here's how the Patriots, here's the Hail Mary play. I think this is brilliantly defended. They almost goad him into catching it. Watch this. Look at where all the Patriots are. Look how smart that is defended. Look at this. They're all right behind him. Even in the Hail Mary, they're organized.
Colin, the only way that could have been worse was if he actually scored a touchdown. That's not a good defense. Would have been like not letting him catch the ball.
No, if you get too consumed with that, you tip the ball in the air. You can give a guy a catch. Look at where they're all situated on the Hail Mary. They're all ready to tackle him. They're surrounding him. If you start worrying about the catch, you're going to get out of position. They didn't even go for the catch. They wanted to keep him out of the end zone.
You do know that if he doesn't catch it, it would be impossible for him to score a touchdown, right? If he did a few more leg lifts, he might have pushed his way in.
Joy Taylor with the news.
No. Turn on the news. This is the Herdline News.
All right, Colin, the revolving door of teams behind Alabama in the AP poll continued this week. Clemson is the latest team to earn the number 2 spot in the rankings, and Ohio State's stunning 29-point loss against Purdue knocked them down 9 spots from 2 to number 11.
Let me see. So it's Bama 1, Clemson 2, Notre Dame 3. I don't disagree with any of this. I don't disagree with any of that. That looks about right. I will say this. I'm going to throw this out there. Harbaugh's not going anywhere. I don't have this sourced. I talked to somebody who I trust, and he proposed this idea to me this weekend. He said,
okay,
don't be shocked if Urban Meyer is not at Ohio State next year. Not because of this loss. Headaches, health issues before. Remember, he had health issues before, and then he stepped away from Florida. We're hearing a lot about health issues this year and headaches and migraines and this sort of stuff. Something's not quite right at Ohio State right now. It's just not. You don't go to Purdue and lose like that.
And who would replace him?
I don't know. The guy at Iowa State right now is from Ohio. His name, it's the young coach at Iowa State is really good. He's an Ohio kid. Matt Campbell. Yeah, Matt Campbell at Iowa State would be the guy I'd probably look at. But I mean that is Ohio State is not right now. They're winning because they have better players.
Right.
But out. And it's not as tight as it was 3 years ago. There's something missing. I think Urban is getting, Urban likes to run the offense, but he likes to give his assistants, power. I don't think he always loves the play calling in this current coaching staff. It just, somebody floated it this weekend. They said, don't be shocked if Urban's not there next year. And they said it matter-of-factly, and they're a very tight-end person. And I was like, I wouldn't be shocked either.
Something to think about. So after the Browns' grim offensive performance during overtime in their loss to the Bucs, Hugh Jackson was a little irritated, and he isn't ruling out taking the play calling back from offensive coordinator Todd Haley.
Being a head coach and an offensive guy who's done this, I think I have every right as a head coach to jump in here and see if I can help. I feel like I have to, and I want to. That's what I know. So I'm not going to continue to watch something that I know how to do, keep being that way. That's just the truth. I'm the head coach of the football team, period.
Oh,
Period.
Keep saying
There's nothing
that.
else that needs to be said. Nothing.
Oh, God. Too much.
That's the way it works. I'm the head coach of the football team. That's it.
You don't need to keep saying that.
I'm the captain now.
Jason Whitlock always calls him Hubris Jackson because of his... There's something that's like walking into a house and saying, I am the husband of this family. Yeah, we know that. You don't need to keep announcing it publicly.
It feels like an insecurity that when you constantly have to say something that is blatantly obvious. Nobody asked that. Nobody is questioning whether you're the head coach of the football team. We're very aware of your title and the authority that comes with it. And like you said, he said it during Hard Knocks too. And it's like, we know that you have the final say on everything, but a good leader hires great people and then allows them to do their job. And throwing your offensive coordinator under the bus is not, first of all, it's not instilling any favor with him with the team or any confidence in Todd Haley moving forward if the team's already frustrated. And second, you made it clear to Todd Haley that he had that power. Now all of a sudden you're taking it back? How did you expect to start? You're already drastically improved from last year, which, by the way, you were the offensive coordinator. Do you remember that? Remember how great Hugh Jackson's first couple years in Cleveland went?
Yeah.
What was it, like 600 days before they won a game?
Yeah.
So maybe you meddling in the offense isn't the greatest idea anyway.
When everybody keeps telling me Baker's playing great, Cleveland's defense leads the NFL in takeaways. They gave Baker in that offense 4 turnovers against an atrocious defense.
And
that's as bad a defense as the league has, and they had 126 yards in 3 quarters.
And I'm not even putting this all on Baker either. I mean, what are we talking